Hello, my beautiful souls. Again, this is another personal read. And okay, with this read, I'm going to get right into it because it's a really simple, this energy is just this person that you're inquiring about. There's a lot going on in his head. There is so much going on in his head, and it's like he is in a total state of confusion and chaos right now. This point in his life, he's unsure as what he wants and what he doesn't want. I do feel that it's almost like he's fighting to stay alive. Sometimes when we have decisions that we have to make and we have people like really stressing us out, and it's like we're just trying to stay above the water. And I see that happening with him, that there's so much confusion, there's so much chaos going in his life right now that he doesn't even know what direction to go in. It's like he himself is being torn apart. He does want to feel that love and that contentment. He does want to achieve that, but he has no knowledge of how to get there. He's totally blinded because there's so much stress coming at him, and so much stress coming from job, family, relationships, just like all around him. It's like people are at him, and you as well, lashing out, making allegations. He prefers to stay silent than to speak because he's tired of having to defend himself to people. And it's almost like he's at that point where he's just going to throw in the towel. But I just see that there's so many thoughts going on through his head. He does want to feel that love. He does want to feel that connection. He wants to have contentment. He wants contentment and peace in his life, but he's just not getting it. He's tired of having to defend himself in relationship, in love, and even in work, and with people around him. It's like he's having to defend himself, and it's almost like this is something that he takes on so strong into his energy, like he's not protecting his like the spiritual boundaries that he has. I do feel that he does look back and he has a lot of regret of the way and choices that he's made and things that he's done in his life. A lot of regret. And because of that regret, it's almost like he stays in that pool of regret. He feels that he's not worthy to achieve what he needs to achieve. This is part of his own healing and his own growth. Of course, he will come out of this. He will come out of it. It will come to an end. But right now, he's so crucial of himself and everything that he's doing in life, the choices that he has made, the choices that he has to make, and just having that fear and that doubt of making the wrong decision. I do feel that, when it comes to love, he's had a lot of great disappointments, and a lot of this is going back, to childhood, where I do feel like maybe there is a sense of abandonment issues. So he will seek to have relationship just to feel that closeness and that belonging, but then he will push it away. And time has no space for him. He can go months without speaking to you, and I'm just saying, he can go months without speaking to you, but still carry that love in his heart for you, and still think of you and want you and miss you and long for you. But he doesn't want to make any type of a choice or a decision. It's like he's kind of in this stuck of this fear, and that's what abandonment issues do to us. Either we become super duper needy, or we push people away that legitly care and love us. And this is something that is so common with the twin flames, and it is sad. And that's why I believe that, God brings us together, and then, he takes us apart, and then he brings us back together again and takes us apart, because, we get a little bit of some healing, and then we got to go do it on our own. And then we come back with our twin, and there's more healing, and then we go, into the separation, and vice versa. So, it's just not the female that needs to be held. It's also the male. But what I'm feeling from him right now is he does have a lot of regret in life itself in general. A lot of his pain does come, a lot of the abandonment issues that he suffers from come from childhood. And this doesn't necessarily mean, that he had a bad childhood, but at one point there was somebody that he cared or loved deeply. It could have been, his parents ended in divorce, or, one of the parents got involved with alcoholism. I do have a meditation on abandonment, but that's what I feel is right now he has some deep abandonment issues, and so they kind of keep him locked in because he can't see past the end of his nose at times, and he's very stressed out from all directions, and he's not able to make a clear choice. So please, know that when people have abandonment issues, they may run because they're needy at the time. So they may run and jump into a relationship with somebody else that's needy. And this is part of our karma that we need to learn from. So, you have that choice to wait around and to help him through this, or to continue on your life, continue on your journey. This will take time because I see a lot of chaos around him, just a lot going on. I feel so bad for him with the stress and the uncertainty, the abandonment. He does have this regret, and he just kind of looks back instead of looking forward and having a positive outlook. He's so critical of himself in life and in work and in relationship. Like, he's so critical that he takes a lot on, and this prevents him from actually making that true commitment. And when he feels that he's going to make that true commitment, he gets those cold feet that make him run. So it is part of abandonment when we do run to somebody else to try and forget that connection or that love that we feel. And a lot of twins do it, and it's just part of the journey. And that's where we have to live with our unconditional love and understand that we're all at different parts in the journey, and every one of us is dealing with things differently. So my dear, I hope this is giving you some insight as to what's going on right now with your male counterpart. And this is a cycle that it is going to come to an end, but this is part of his learning and healing and growing process, okay? So know that he's hurt and he's wounded, and maybe where you lash out or you accuse them or something, he's been accused all his life. So it's nothing that he really cares to deal with. He's not going to have any type of reaction. He's just going to close it out and not even deal with it. So anybody else interested in a read, all my information is below. You can go ahead and send me an email. In the email, just give me your question and a name for the read. And all payments are through PayPal. I do have an 11/11 special right now. And I'm getting to all of my readings as soon as I can. For those of you already know, I'm changing jobs, and I will have more free time. And I'm getting paid more too, so it's an excellent job change. And I'm also moving, so my life is kind of stepping into more of a stable atmosphere. But right now, it's part of my process. So I will be doing those readings as soon as they can, and as soon as they come in, and as soon as I can. So anybody interested, all the information is below. And I thank each and every one of you. I am so grateful, and you guys are my boost. And I love all of your emails, your questions, and your comments. Namaste.